call the meeting to order. To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yassi.
Here.
Tom Tice.
Here.
Ely Rondo.
Here.
Anthony Silva.
Here.
Cindy Smith is present.
On the agenda, I have one that I need to add, which is our website, and Cindy had asked me to add, and I forgot the tower lease.
Yes.
Right.
Tower lease and the website and
I already have
website/emails. So where do you want to add it?
the last two items, so put the tower first and then figure ask first.
After sign?
So the county commissioner's not coming. Yep. Put the website first and tower or after?
Tower then website.
Let me get to the list remember.
Doesn't matter the order, really.
Okay. Does anybody else have any additions or corrections or deletions?
I'll make the motion to approve the agenda with the additions.
I'll support.
Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Is there any public comment? Once, twice, three times? The only thing I wanted to say is that I've been getting a lot of phone calls on the blight on the corner of Hubbard Lake and Spruce Road.
I had people comment to me about that too.
Yeah.
I have
And-
it too.
Okay, so Nick has been working on it for months and so have I. It's just a drawn out process. But also, everybody needs to know that if they can go to the, right now they can't, but we have complaint forms on the website, or you can get one, I think, probably from Cindy or Nick. And, you know, we're a complaint-driven township, so if you want to complain, put it in writing, just so everybody knows. Cindy, minutes?
Yes, the 414 minutes.
Anybody have any questions? You've all reviewed them, I'm assuming? Changes, corrections?
Motion? Motion to accept the minutes of the last regular motion month meeting.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve the minutes as presented from the last meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Cindy, did you want to talk about the tower lease and since you've been communicating with them?
Yes, but that's further down,
I
right?
don't think you, I'm just asking under your report. That's up to you, we can go down further, we're good.
I will talk about it when we get
Okay.
down further.
So is there
Yeah.
anything else that you have?
No, other than elections coming soon and trainings coming soon. I put in an order today for supplies, so.
Okay, do we need to have a election committee meeting soon to pick workers?
I believe we have to have it in July, so that would be next month.
Schedule.
Schedule it next month for July, yes.
Thank you.
You know what I meant, that's what I said.
Okay, you have anything else?
No, just, keep it on.
Okay, Haley.
Here's the treasurer's report. I did the CD for the general fund and the fire fund, like I had talked about last month. I'm gonna, if there's no opposition, I'll move the money that's in the S1 from the refund from the state of Michigan into the money market for interest. And we have to decide if we wanna do the newsletter thing in the summer tax bills again, because
When do you have
that's
to
like
that?
in a month.
So would need the information by the next meeting?
Yeah,
I say we skip a year.
I mean, yeah, or we just, I mean, I couldn't really think of anything else that we'd wanna add, like,
I
No,
don't know of anything else.
if we just skipped a year, didn't have.
I don't think it's something we have to do every time.
We're good.
Yeah, okay, that was it.
We have a lot going on.
Anthony, the planning commission?
We did not meet, Dan and I both had other obligations this month. But he's working on a form for the short-term rentals and, working with Denise on buttoning up some of the solar stuff, and we can get that.
Yeah, we need to get that done. Thank you. James?
Oh. I'll stand so everybody can hear me.
You want a speaker?
Nope. I kind of like to talk about our cemetery, which is Pleasant View Cemetery. And in cemeteries in general, you know, just walking through a cemetery can give you a whole new perspective on life. It can teach you to be more grateful and appreciative for each day, and for each breath that you take. Because all of our time on this earth is limited. We all have a certain amount of sunsets that we're going to see. Now, visiting our cemetery offers some balance in an otherwise fast-paced world. Combination of nature, history, and peace encourages us all to slow down, recharge, reconnect, and reflect. It can be a healing experience. Now, beyond personal reflection, our cemetery has historical significance. It holds the names and inscriptions on those headstones and grave markers that reflect our community's past. It's a perpetual record of yesterday of those who have came and died before us. Our cemetery is a sacred place, a place where silence whispers volumes about life and death. As you walk by those headstones and grave markers, you read the names, the birth, the death dates. Some show who married who, but these short inscriptions barely encompass a lifetime. This reflection leads to our own introspection about our own lives, our own accomplishments, our own regrets, and maybe the impact we would like to leave long after we're all gone. The peacefulness of our cemetery, it can comfort us, it can humble us, and grow more appreciation of life and our own purpose in life. There's something about a burial site that tugs at our spirit. A message from the dead that speaks to the living. These headstones and grave markers are all reminders of people who have died, who have lived, who have loved, who have hoped and dreamed. When you leave the cemetery, you have a renewed appreciation for the brevity of life and a determination to make the most of your time here on earth. All of our days are an unearned gift. By recognizing that we each face mortality, we can strengthen ourselves, be kinder and more compassionate to each other. Hopefully we'll learn to value the present, appreciate our blessings, and have gratitude for our life and the lives of others that are around us. Now, as Mother Nature is a powerful force, she's constantly up there at Pleasant View trying to reclaim that cemetery. A way to honor the memory of those interred in Pleasant View Cemetery is through our work bees and our township seasonal infrastructure maintenance efforts. And now, maintaining the cemetery is a reflection of the care and compassion that is extended to the families that it serves. A visit to our cemetery is worth taking. Walk over and visit our Veterans Memorial area. This is a dedicated space for reflection and remembrance of those men and women who have served our country in both peacetime and in wartime. Excuse me. Okay. On May 9th and today on May 12th, I added 2 new veterans interred in Pleasant View Cemetery. One is Private David Scott Wallace, United States Army. On Lot 48, second edition, he was interred Saturday on May 9th, 2026. Now, on May 12th, today, while I was visiting McWilliams Funeral Home, I opened a can of worms up there today. I got enough information right now to officially add him to my list of veterans interred at the cemetery, and they got a lot of homework to do at McWilliams. It's Thomas Jacob Compton, United States Naval Reserve. He's on Lot 127, first edition. And he was interred on November the 16th, 2016, 10 years ago. Say they got some homework to do. Excuse me. Just to remind everybody, this coming Friday on May 15th is a Half Staff Day, one of the 5 national Half Staff Days. National Police Officers Memorial Day. Flag will fly at half staff from sunrise to sunset. Excuse me. Also this month, on Sunday, May 25th, this nation will observe a sacred day for all veterans, Memorial Day. It's not simply a long weekend where the unofficial start of summer is a day to remind all Americans of the tremendous cost of freedom. Our deceased veterans, men and women, and their families' dedication to our country can never be forgotten. Honor them with actions in our community, support one another, preserve our values, and do not let the sacrifice be in vain. Never forget our veterans who pay the ultimate price for all of us. And we should observe this day with dignity, grace, and honor our fellow Americans who died while wearing the uniform of the United States. Freedom is not free. It's paid with the blood and the lives of those who stood between us and our enemies. Also in December of 2000, Congress passed the National Moment of Remembrance Act, which encourages all Americans to stop, observe a moment of silence for at least 1 minute, wherever you are, at 3 o'clock local time in the afternoon. Stop wherever you're doing, 3 o'clock, for at least 1 minute. And it's a time to remember all those who have died in military service to the United States. Another important reminder on Memorial Day that often gets overlooked is honoring and remembering our Gold Star mothers and fathers. They too have paid the ultimate price, made the ultimate sacrifice, and they do it on a daily basis. On Memorial Day, all flags are to fly at half-staff from sunrise until noon, then back to full staff for the remainder of the day. One more thing, like Colombo. Also, just to remind everybody, in Pleasant View Cemetery, we do have an adopt-a-grave program. This program is geared for the adoption of graves where there are no known living family members, or for those that just don't go up there anymore, to visit and care for their grave sites so that nobody goes forgotten. Each adoption comes with an adoption certificate, which needs to be given out to those people who adopt the grave. It's a promise to visit the gravesite periodically and take care of it. Things like light maintenance, such as pulling weeds, raking leaves, picking up sticks, placing or planting flowers, and watering them to keep them healthy and vibrant, and things like that. Weed whack if you want. If you notice that a headstone or grave marker is damaged, or needs cleaning, needs re-elevating, please contact the cemetery sexton. I'm sure she'll get a hold of me. We'll see,
Depending on what it is.
and we'll see about fixing it. To adopt a grave or graves, you can contact our cemetery sexton for more information. It would be nice to see a lot of unattended graves get adopted, so that, like I say, that nobody goes forgotten. That's all I have, bosses.
I have a question for you.
Yes,
Gold Star Mothers and Fathers, those are parents of people who passed away in the war? Do I have that right?
Yep.
Is that what they're? Just want to make sure I got it.
yeah. More likely at wartime, yeah.
Okay.
Their sons or daughters were killed. And like I say, they deal with this Memorial Day every day.
Yeah. I just want to make sure I was thinking of the right thing when you said it. Thank you, Gina.
I'm just gonna say, do not wish anybody, a veteran, a happy Memorial Day. That's not what this day is about. Don't do that. There are a lot of people that are grieving. I'm done.
Thank you. Thank you.
The cameras at the live feed for the North End Park, we have the cameras. We have the Starlink set up, we're all ready to go. The only thing I waited on, because I was a little bit surprised at the cost, was putting in the new electrical pole for the camera to go on. And what we had decided was, there's an old small metal pole with a beacon on the top of it by the docks, which is busted off down by the ground. And it's just barely hanging there. So we wanted to take that pole out, get rid of it, put everything on the camera pole. So the beacon will still be there, but the camera would be as well. Omega's first quote was like $3,500. I talked to him again, and it's $2,707. $2,707. And I've called many electricians, but I got John's Electric came down and looked at it, and his is $1,675. And that's for, I don't quite understand, in theirs it says 4x4 post, but then it says 6x6 material. But that's a 6x 16 foot treated post, 12 foot of it will be above ground. He's also gonna help me with the timer that's inside the pavilion.
So the difference is one's 16 foot above ground and one's 12?
No, they're both 12.
They're both 12, they're both 16 foot posts.
Oh.
It's gonna be 12 feet out of the ground.
I see, 4 in, got it.
Well, that other one needs to be come out of there anyway, that metal one, 'cause
Yeah.
that sounds like a hazard.
Yep, and if it's not there, they're gonna get very upset. But it's just a piece of pipe and it's right where it,
Did you guys want to look at them?
where it goes to screw together is rust. It's probably been there for a very long time, but. And I think this will put it up a little bit higher, which might be good too. But the camera's just gonna be high enough that you can't reach it. Otherwise, you miss the lake.
Well, that, we don't want people to reach it.
No, that's what I told them. They wanted to put it down lower, and I was like,
No,
no, Mike, you're gonna have to put it up, and even if you have to tip it.
I agree.
I said, somebody else
Is
break
that a
it.
fixed camera? It doesn't move.
We can move it if we want to.
I mean, you can't move it online.
No, no,
So
that'll be
my
fixed.
guys, you can move.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I want it high enough too, where people can't.
yeah. You're not gonna see the dock.
Good. How about the swim area?
It's gonna look right straight down towards Mount Moriah, show the whole lake.
Okay.
So, you'll know what the weather conditions are. I'm pretty sure you'll know how busy the lake is,
Right?
so.
So that camera's gonna be accessed for anybody to be able to access, is that correct?
Yes,
On our website?
yes.
Okay,
Well, yes, that's the point.
okay. Just curious, I didn't know that. That's cool.
So, I just wanna make sure we're okay with doing this.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we should for one of them.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to hire John's Electric for $1,675 to install the post for the camera in North End Park.
I will support that.
Motion's been made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And John actually came down and looked at it. Omega had me take pictures and send them.
That says a lot.
Yep. Okay, the assessor posting. I'd like to ask you guys to allow me to wait because the posting is on the website and the website's been down for 2 weeks. I've had a couple people message me. One was Fran that was here at the last meeting. There was a couple other ones. I sent them the job posting. They have it, but I don't think it's right to not have it publicly out there.
So where are we gonna advertise it?
I'm gonna put it back on the website.
Is it gonna be up?
You told me we're taking $20, so we can talk about that.
Okay. That
Because
that was just my
I
question.
did send it out on the emails. Yeah, I did do that, but I think it would be right.
Can we table it then for 30 days? That's what you're looking for, really,
Yeah,
right?
Yep.
I'm good with that.
Okay. The Abbott rental for the library, I did talk to John. I talked to him in March. Gave him a 1 month's notice, but they weren't quite out in that 1 month time. So we still owe, this in tonight's bills to be paid will be our last time to pay John. But I want to thank you, John, for all the years you've made that building available to the library. It is greatly appreciated.
And for the rate we got.
Yeah, we had a really good rental rate too, but yes, that was very good of you and Edie to do that.
Thank you very much. And just note that the electric and heat, he did have switched over to his name already, so it's taken care
And
of.
I have keys, John, I'll get them to you in the next couple of days. They gave me the keys they had.
All right.
Okay, so you want to.
I will stay where I'm at, but yes.
Okay. On this next item, since I am a real estate agent, I am going to excuse myself from the table. And I don't want any conflict of interest or anything, and I'll let you guys do this, and I'll probably go have a brownie.
Engineer's office.
Probably goes off.
So the next thing on the agenda is the real estate purchase. Did you guys all get copies of the purchase agreement? Did we send them on to? I got a copy, I know Haley got a copy. Here it is, if you want to look it over. So where we're at is looking at purchasing the property next to the fire department. So, when we made a motion last month for Haley to proceed, it was done and counter-offered and re-counter-offered back to $62,500 to purchase it. So now we either need, well, we need to discuss it first of all, because there's a lot wrapped up in it. But where we're gonna proceed from here, if we're gonna have it signed, do we sign it? And then if so, for what and how and all those things. Does anyone have questions on it?
I don't,
And it's my understanding that they didn't want to do the lesser price and keep the building, correct?
correct, they did not want, they had no use for the building.
Because the building ultimately wouldn't necessarily be something that was left there for the use of the fire department. It would be more in their way, correct?
What's that?
The building would be more in the fire department's way,
Right,
being there.
they already have office space, they had no,
No use for it. So
So we can
it would be a
also-
hurdle we'd have to look at going forward if we purchase it.
what they want to do with the building.
Yeah,
It can be moved, but it's probably
expensive.
expensive. But one of the offers that was for the owners, if they wanted to keep the building and they have no way to move it. The lawyer looked at that and the auditors.
Yes.
Well, the auditors didn't look at that, but they know
Of the purchase, yes. And the attorney did look it over.
correct.
And he said if the board felt so inclined to purchase it, he would like to see a contingency that he gets 7 days to review the title search on it prior to any money like exchanging hands.
I think it says, but we put down
The $5,000
deposit.
deposit, yes. Do you have any questions, Anthony? Because I know you weren't here at that meeting. And you can take that with you if you would like to review. I mean, it'd be a matter of public record anyhow.
Correct. I talked to Mike before the last meeting, before we went up into closed session.
And they do have use for it, they do have a need for it, they
Right.
do.
It's cheap, like if we purchase this in the future and they need to expand, there's no room to move, or, you know, if they don't have it to expand, it'd be way more money if they ever had to move.
Entirely, right.
I mean,
Cindy, why are you buying it then?
For the use of the fire department, for their trucks to come in and out, for them to park. And if they ever had to expand or get bigger, there's nowhere for them to
So
move
they
where
could
they're
build a
currently
building,
at.
add an addition if they need to add an addition.
parking, so
Parking.
they have that extra lot there.
Hence why the building would be an issue to keep it there.
But you have enough for expanding the septic there, you took care of it.
Yes, that's taken care of. That part's taken care of.
So, I guess, I didn't know nothing about this, and I guess I'm being.
No one did because it was
Okay, so what's the deal with the building? You don't want the building that's there? Is that the?
correct.
Yeah, if they're gonna
It would
use
actually
to
be in the way for
expand
the
their
purpose.
Parking lot, then it just can't be in the way.
So is the building,
We'll have to decide down the road if we're going to move it into one of our other properties or
Put it up to bid.
put it up to bid for auction or what to do with it.
Because it can potentially be moved, like they moved it there when the owners purchased.
It wasn't built there, it was
Right.
moved there.
So it can be a movable, but it's also probably pretty expensive to move
yes,
it.
yeah. Okay. But it's not, at this point, it's not up for bids or anything?
Not yet, no. No, this is whether we even purchase it or not to begin with. and then we'll decide later.
Okay.
I mean, it's gotta go through our attorney, it's gotta go through closing, it's gotta go through title search, it's gotta go through.
Basically, this is the township just stepping up to help the fire department for future expansion, basically.
Correct, because it'll cost us more in the future to move them entirely somewhere else.
Oh, yes.
Because, as you know, there in Hubbard Lake, there's
No,
not
actually,
any land
I
open.
think it's a good idea.
Right,
I
it's
just
so,
trying to figure out
it would-
what I'm involved for.
it's their only option to, because the community center has everything, like,
Right,
they need every foot they have,
right.
so,
No, I think it's a good idea.
They will be, the fire department, he said they will be putting in their own well. They have talked about purchasing this. If they purchase this, then that takes all their funds and they have, you know,
Right.
okay.
I mean, so.
Because they got a lot to put in, they'd have to purchase this.
Well,
and
you need a
it's-
fire department, we know that, so.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a substantial amount of money in our fire. We talked to the auditor and the attorney, and they say that because we're using this for our fire department,
we can use fire funds,
We
it's
can
not
use-
general funds.
All right, that's not gonna be my question.
My question to you,
the
Haley,
fire,
Yeah. which
is,
is perfect.
I mean, we're looking at a purchase price of $62,500.
right?
How much interest has the fire fund received? Like, I know that money market is gaining a lot of interest. Well, is this like interest money, or is this like people's principal tax dollars? I know last month you had a figure, I can't remember what it was.
I need that question before.
Sorry.
I put that 500,000 in that CD. That CD in the year will get around $20,000 worth of interest.
So really, in the last 3 years, this is just interest money,
Right.
not principal tax dollars.
I mean, because of this certificate, but also the fire fund a month got $1,600 this last month in interest.
In 1 month.
In 1 month. $1,621.98.
Well, I feel good about it just being an interest bought.
I mean, if you
not-
do that by 12, that
Yeah.
right there is.
It just makes me feel better when
We
it's
got
interest money,
48.
not principal.
$40,000 in interest, I believe. That was with all of our
All of
accounts,
our
but it was
accounts.
like $41,000 in interest for 2025 when I got the tax.
Okay.
I mean, that was all of them, not just the fire fund.
Right.
I mean, that essentially is. But it was this last month for the fire fund. It was $1,600, $1,621.98. There is $1,027,967.83 in the fire fund.
Yeah, better. The interest makes me, I like that
I think
thing.
we should move forward with it. And then after it's all complete, then we'll, decide on the building, whether we want to put it up for bids or.
Or leave it, or
Put it in
sell
somewhere.
it, or like, there's some more options.
I mean, there's a bathroom in it, I know that. I've never been in it personally, but I know that there's.
I've been in it. Decent building.
I mean, we find out essentially what it's.
Doesn't have any water.
Not right now, no. That's why we offered lower.
Huh?
If you move it, you're gonna have to get water wherever it's at.
No, but I'm saying there's no water right now. She said a bathroom, they have to carry their pail.
Oh,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's still,
But I mean, like a like an extra room, like there's an
Yes.
open room, but like a closed, like a bathroom.
Okay. Does anyone else have any other discussions?
Something red names back there.
I would like to make a motion to accept and have Haley sign the purchase agreement at the $62,500 contingent of attorney review of the title work, granting him up to 7 days to review upon his receipt of getting the paperwork, to include a check cut when executed for the $5,000 deposit and a check for the remaining $57,500 plus any of the prorated taxes that we would have to pay back in fees, to be cut at the time of closing for the purpose of the land to be utilized until no longer needed for fire department and fire protection, funds to be used from the fire fund.
I would second that.
I had to cover everything the attorney said. So I had to write it all out. Okay, I want to roll call this. Obviously Cindy Epstein, I'm going to put abstain. She's not even in discussions or here. I'll say yes. Tom?
Yes.
Anthony?
Yeah.
Haley?
Yes.
So that's unanimous 4-0. Motion is passed on that, and you can move forward. And the cutting of these checks, just for clarification, can happen without the meeting now since we approved it, but it will always show up on the bills to be paid the following month in the right check order number, so it'll be clear. Okay? Cindy, can you rejoin us?
So this is a cash deal, where you just.
Yes, cash deal.
Okay, next item I had on the agenda was the sign, the Hubbard Lake sign at the corner of.
Dust
Dust
control.
control.
Where do you see it?
It's on my agenda.
Don't, just,
Maybe you should have been reviewing it.
it should have been back there.
It's not giving you time out all the time like that. You lose your place.
I did.
Yeah. Dust control.
Okay, Cindy, you asked me to put it on there. I did have and I give you guys all the email that the gentleman sent me, but I did have the group from Cedar Drive asked if we would consider, because we're having a hard time getting people to pay them back. They want us to pay the first application and they will pay the second, so it's not confusing, they don't have to do all their, but personally, if we do it for one, we need to do it for everybody, and what happens? We cover a certain dollar
We cover
amount.
up to $150. That's why I'm sitting here going, no,
Yeah,
because
that
not,
don't make any sense, because we would pay 100%, they want us to pay 100% of the first one.
and who says they ever get the second one?
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah,
No.
Okay, but we have.
No, because our policy said a paid receipt. If we pay, no.
So I think, I really didn't see anything that we needed to change.
The only thing I want to talk about is, I know this year's not a good year because our road fund's as low as it can get, but the price of
Our road,
dust control is going way up, and maybe consider next year raising the amount to 200.
I mean, the road fund is a lot lower, but it's also, we paid Mariah and it's kind of where it was at.
Yeah,
Right.
and that's where our money.
What's our balance in there right now? I can't remember.
100.
100 and some thousand.
100.
But we don't know. that we won't have
139.
Something we need to do.
An emergency.
Yeah. So it's up to you guys, if you want to raise it now, we can raise it now, or we can.
I'll say this, when I first started doing dust, yeah, you can, but when we first started doing dust control, $150 paid almost 50% of every bill,
Right.
and we're nowhere near it right now. Like, the bills coming in are like $400 for 150 foot, we're paying 150 back. So at some point, you know, as we all know, gas and oil are going up, and so is that dust control, so it's something to be considered, maybe for next year. I'm scared of going too low if we have an emergency with
Well,
that.
it's not really that, I didn't really, when we did the budget, we didn't,
We didn't even put it in the budget, no.
no, so we're, okay, we're gonna do that. How'd that go?
Well, I'd like to make a motion to approve the dust control policy for 2026.
Second.
With no changes.
Any changes? All right, I'm gonna have the website again, I'll get it uploaded on there. Motion's been made and seconded to extend the dust control policy for 2026, the same as 2025.
I,
Aye.
Aye. She didn't say all in favor. We're all waiting on it.
You guys can't let me leave the table.
Yeah.
Okay. The sign on the corner of Hubbard Lake and Spruce Road, the big Hubbard Lake sign. The sportsman, the landowner there with the blade, owns the property and rents it to the Sportsman's Association. The landowner had issues with them last year. They were blocking her driveway when they would water the flowers or mow the grass, and there was some issues with her goose. And so she asked them to get the sign off her property, which is gonna happen this month. I have been talking with her, and I've kind of let the board know my thought processes on it. I really don't want the sign gone. I offered possibly for them to sell us a sign, since it says you are here and it's at that corner. But they are going to remove it and put it somewhere on the west side of the lake.
The sportsman club is?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure I was following you.
Yeah, and we would have took care of it and left the Sportsman's Club on it, but they're gonna remove it. So I talked to her, and she agreed to $500 a year in lease, that she would lease it to the township. I talked to our lawn mowing guy, and he said, no, I will not block her driveway. She asked that we convey, if we do this, that you can't trespass on her property.
That's given.
Yeah, and the problem she had is there was people stopping and climbing up the sign to get their picture taken, and she was scared. So the lease is gonna be up to you guys tonight. I have worked on a sign. Omega gave me a price to install the sign, but it was really high. So I talked to our new Amish neighbors, because they built their nice house. And they said, Cindy, you've been really good to us since we moved in. If we can make a little bit of money, we'll be happy, but we'd like to do it for the community. So I'm sure they're gonna be way lower than Omega's $10,000. So that's not the sign, that's just the, right,
Installing it? That's it?
the wood, because it's got wood that goes way back.
Yeah.
But the sign itself
$1,000 you said?
is what they were asking, yes. I don't see.
You guys wanna read that again?
Yeah, yeah.
That's not the top of my head.
It's awful. $2,350 for the sign, and that would be like 6 of our signs out here. Because they're,
Plus whatever the Amish will want.
So how
oh yeah,
much
there's
is
gonna be more. This is just,
what is the dimensions?
It's big.
it's big.
Well, I know that, but I
There's
was just wondering if you had a,
Yeah, there's 6, like our signs. There's 6 of them, only they go this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's got to be 4 by 5, I think they are, 4 by 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big sign.
what, yeah, I read
Yeah,
it. So
I
just
know.
wondering.
Yeah,
I was just curious if you had an actual, like,
so it's gotta be 12 foot wide. And then,
6, 12, 18, 24. Oh.
yeah. Yeah, it's big. Yeah. But I feel like it's an icon. It's up to you guys and we can talk about it. I just feel like it's something that's always been there and we need to keep there.
I think people will be lost if I can't tell them to turn it to Hubbard Lake sign. Honestly,
Fact.
everyone uses that as a landmark, especially maybe women, to say, we turn here and you go by this red house, like,
But also, it's a really confusing corner because it's Spruce Road, it's Hubbard Lake Road, then it's Hubbard Lake Road, and Spruce Road goes nowhere from there.
I love spruce and spruce, I mean.
So it's kind of hard to. But the thing that I'd like to do tonight, if at all possible, if you guys agree, then we can talk about it, but I'd like to get her, why she's in agreement, get a lease drawn up and lease it.
I'm fine with leasing it for the year until we get more of the numbers and
Yeah.
that kind of thing situated, because I don't want to see that sign go, or something in its place at least.
Yeah.
So I'll make a motion to pay the landlord. Do you have a name?
Her name is Jen T-E-W, is that what it is? T-E-W? Jen?
Tews?
Yeah, Tews.
To pay Jen Tews $500 to lease it for the next year.
I'll support that.
Then,
I won't give.
Go ahead.
then we're gonna talk about what we're gonna do.
Yes.
I just worry about creating more maintenance for ourselves when we don't know what's going on with taxes, when they're trying to get taxes up, you know, income taxes, they're trying to get that on a ballot. I feel if that gets on a ballot, it's gonna pass. I just worry about we're creating more expense for ourselves.
When we're buying things and then having to maintain them. And
Because that sign's
Lawn mowing.
obviously gonna need maintenance, it's gonna need to be lawn mowed. Just all that adds up. That's
And we
my-
don't have the, my counterbalance was, you're right on, we shouldn't have maintenance really on the sign unless somebody destroys it for quite a while.
Eventually,
But
yeah.
eventually you will, yeah, but, yeah. And I mowed that for years, free, but I lived there. What was I gonna say? Oh, I'd like to look at this as a replacement for the library at least for the year. That we have that savings.
Well, we're saving $350 a month, plus approximately $150 in heat and electric. So $600 a month.
Yeah.
That's why I'm okay with just leasing this, but
We could see.
I need numbers and things on the rest of it.
Yeah, and I don't have them yet, that's why I say I'd rather just go with these for now. And if it doesn't work out, if we don't do it.
Well, we can do something with it for a year.
Yeah.
So. Did anyone second my motion?
I don't think so.
Tom, did you second that
I
motion?
did.
All right. So is there any more discussion? I'll come back to the next meeting with actual prices so we know exactly what it's gonna cost us. And I'll find out if we pay Nick to do it, what Nick's gonna charge us to mow it. I don't think it's gonna be much, but we can still work on that. I'm gonna,
It's just gonna be grass, right?
right, that's it, yes. I'm gonna assume when they take the sign, they're gonna take their flower box, which would be fine because the chickens and the goose, well, the goose is dead now, but
Chickens are in it all the time.
the chickens and the ducks are out there all the time, so.
So it's gonna cost us lawn mowing and no trespassing signs,
Yeah,
and maybe a light.
yeah, so light would be a good idea. And I'm pretty sure they'll take the light with it too. They had it disconnected and
Okay.
just hang it there, so.
Well, you have a motion, you have a second.
Yep, I just wanna make sure there's no more discussion. Okay, motion's been made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And you have very good consent. Cindy, I'll let you explain about the tower.
Okay, so this has been in the making for about a year.
Yeah.
Tower Alliance, which we currently have the lease up on Hickey Hill for. It just took this long for Tower Alliance and the attorney to review all the legal mumbo jumbo that was sent. Our attorney finally went through it and got back with us. This is what they're proposing. Right now, we currently receive $1,100 every month for the tower.
No.
No, that's what he told me.
No, no, because we don't even get, I think like.
Is
Sorry.
Is this the part?
$880 a month.
Yes.
I'll look at the right way. It's gonna go up 10% in 2027, and then it goes up every 5 years after that. So if we if we kept the $880 every month without the step increases, because I'd have to figure all the math out, it's $211,200 without the escalation.
How many years?
49-year lease.
That's what we currently have, correct?
I think that's what's left of our lease.
2046 is when the lease currently ends. This would get us into a new 49-year lease,
Okay.
because
I just want to make
it's
sure.
a little longer.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So what they're offering is a one-time buyout of the lease with one payment instead of a payment coming in every month of $200,000. It's $11,200 short plus the increments of 10% every 5 years. Our attorney came back and said, well, I'd negotiate that for sure. So when I talked to Patrick, I said, how negotiable is this? He says, give me a number. We don't need to make a decision tonight. I will email everybody Patrick from Tower Alliance's phone number. You all have Tim Friel's phone number. You can call and ask questions, but I just want, you guys aren't even aware that this was happening or really discussed or talked about. Cindy did because it went through the attorney.
Is Tower Alliance, is that a new name? Because when I get the checks, it's Parallel Infrastructure.
Tower Alliance was our original, now it's Parallel. This is actually coming from Parallel, but he refers to the Tower Alliance original agreement.
Okay.
Yes, because that's what they bought out was that agreement, so that's what I see.
Okay.
That's what the attorney sees. Now, he said, Patrick from Tower Alliance said, you can go big, but if you go big, you better give us a 99-year lease.
So when you email us his,
Information.
put the numbers in there so everybody has the numbers.
Kind of everything I just told you guys, yep. He said you can go real big and get more money, but then we're gonna want a 99-year lease, not a 49-year lease. He said, keep in mind, that may be smart, because there might not be cell phones in 99 years. It might be all through satellites, and here we got paid out for 99 years at a higher amount. So that's something to consider. I mean, none of us are gonna be here in 99 years.
I'm not gonna be here in 49.
Right, some of us are gonna get 49, right? No one's promised tomorrow, right, Jim? So, it might be worth looking at going big and doing a really long lease, because it'll probably be dismantled way before that ever happens. But they're all things to think about, talk about. I'll ask for it to be on the agenda. I did ask Patrick to come and talk to us, and he says they don't pay me to travel, and I am half a state away. So he has no intentions to coming to our meeting, so you're gonna have to reach out to him. But they do have the offer on the table, and it's been a year, and he still calls me weekly, asking me, because I keep saying, where are we with this? They really want to buy us out, so that's something to also consider.
Would be really nice to put some money into it.
Yes, it would be. I mean, it'd be nice to even put it in an account and let it accrue interest, and then let the interest pay for. She's good at the interest, so it's something to consider.
Yep.
And I'll send that information out. I just wanted to share it with you at this meeting. That's something to think about.
Thank you, Cindy. As everybody knows, our website is down. They had told our tech guy that it was back up, and when I went to it, it's the front page, that was an old front page, and it's not back up, but he didn't realize it, so we started working on this, but we've had issues with them shutting us off for non-payment, even though we sent a check and they don't take a credit card.
The last check didn't even clear.
Yeah, so
From July.
From July.
over and over, I have said to our tech guy, how do we get rid of them? And the other thing I kept asking him about was becoming ADA compliant. And he'd say, well, we'll have to start over from scratch, Cindy. So this discussion has went on all day with NetFront, who hosts us, I believe.
Still going.
Still going, it's still going, but you're not supposed to be looking at our phones.
He said he's got to send me a code, so I'm going to have to answer him. 'Cause he's
Okay.
trying to get into it, and it's only hooked up through me.
And what he's saying, what he told me today is he figures it'll take him 20 hours. He's gonna have to reload all the information. They have a lot of our information. Stuff that's scanned in is gonna have to be turned into a Word document and put in that way in order to be ADA compliant. So he's gotta go back through everything. He's gotta go through everything we've sent him in the last 18 months and add that.
Because their last backup was a year and a half ago.
Yep, and that's what it's done. But it's not even loaded any page other than the front page.
Yeah,
And
no
our budget
links.
hearing notice
All
on
the
it.
tabs are completely gone.
The tabs are no good, yeah. So when I talked to him today, he said about 20 hours, which would be $1,200. And then we would have to pay GoDaddy to host us. We already are with GoDaddy. But this company was hired way before we came on the board, and I think they're just an old company.
Yeah, they're not even trying.
They're not trying, they don't care if we leave.
The original thing though, that he said, they were hacked, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, they were hacked.
They were hacked.
Yeah. So they don't care, they'll give us the information. There's a form on there that I can try to make a claim for what it's costing us to build a new website, because they lost our website. But Suter's saying about $1,500 is what he told me. Yeah, that's not in the budget, but we can't be without our website.
Well, I like bringing it ADA compliant too, because
Oh,
that's
yeah,
going
it's
to
gonna
be,
be, it's gonna be a,
honestly, I think that's coming where it's mandatory, not, hey, next time you update your platform, you have to do it. I think it's coming to be mandatory whether we like it or not.
well, it's like I told him today, this is probably, something that should have happened, it's just a gift. I know it's making us do it, but we need to do it. And we have asked him more than once, can we just get rid of that company? Because they don't take credit cards, they don't cash our checks, they don't know where our checks are, they just shut us off. And it's done. So, everybody else's thoughts?
We need to build, we need a website.
They're
Yeah.
frustrating.
Yes.
Yeah, that
It's gonna be
check
a
still
lot
isn't clear.
user-friendly.
Yes, this is true, yes, and a good point too, yes.
So Suter did email too. Anyone here using the CaledoniaTWP.net emails? Are you guys?
No,
Or-
I think the only ones that are using it might be on the planning commission, Anthony.
I'm not.
No, but I think Barb is.
Can,
Oh, I'll tell you who else. Can you ask?
probably.
So what it says is those emails would not transfer, and we would lose access to them if you transfer hosting. GoDaddy offers it, but it is a paid Microsoft service, so you're better off making your own.
Okay.
Something to keep in mind, not sure if that's something you want to keep or not, there's no retention on current emails. So if we do this, everything in their emails will automatically be deleted and gone. So they're gonna need time to set up or transfer, set up a new email and forward those emails to
Whatever ones they need.
their new email, yes. Because they'll lose anything they have.
I think the hall custodian and maybe Barb on the planning commission. Yeah, that's the only ones I can think of.
I check our website, but. Because that's where everyone's emails are at.
But that's, those, and I'll reach out to them tonight.
Okay, because they're gonna lose any, if it's important, they need to create new ones and forward them over.
Well, I'm gonna guess not with Dan because he's not very good about checking. Okay, so I'll entertain a motion to proceed with the website update.
I'll make a motion to proceed to have Suter update our website.
Support.
Motion's been made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Our county commissioner is absent. I did have one more thing that I forgot, I just want to mention. Down at Holcomb Creek, we have ice storm damage down there too. But there's a weeping willow that last year, half of it broke off, and now it's weeping over our cameras really bad, and I don't want to, but I think maybe we should get rid of it. Because it's half there and it's,
The whole tree.
yeah. Go down there and look at it, everybody go down there and look at it, let me know what you
I
think.
wanna go look.
Yeah, you'll look where the camera is and it's, and those are motion,
Yep.
yeah, so it's just constant. We have wire down too that's gonna be fixed, but. Cameras.
Should probably be addressed so don't fall either.
Yeah. But the cameras are court ordered and I don't wanna,
Yeah, we're gonna have to have those no matter what.
right. So, it was interesting because the water was all the way across the parking lot down there. When we had high waters.
High waters?
Yeah.
I figured it might.
Okay. Anybody have any questions on the lease? That lease, can we do that? Check, how would we do that? Make it payable when I get her to sign it? I don't know how we should probably word it that different.
Let me go back and redo the motion. If that's okay.
That's fine.
I'll make the motion to pay Jennifer Tews,
Yep, TEWS.
$500 for rent of property at the corner of Hubbard Lake and Hubbard Lake and Spruce, with a check to be cut immediately. Well,
I won't give
with
her.
a check to be cut upon signing the agreement.
I'll support that.
And that will also show up on the next round of bills to be paid.
Motion's been made and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Carried. I didn't think of that when you were doing it, I'm sorry.
No, I'm glad you got it now. Now's the time.
Okay, did anybody have any questions on the bills to be paid?
You said website and emails.
She
Oh,
did
we
talk
did
about
that.
Yeah, she did. Yeah,
We did do that.
Okay.
I feel like there's something that I'm missing, but hopefully
Sorry.
Okay. Anybody have anything on the bills to be paid? You talked about the elections, you talked about the tower lease.
I still feel like I missed something, but
One thing, since we're extending that assessor posting and Gary's done the 1st of June, I'm going to ask Gary if he wants to continue. We have a choice. Ask him to continue for 2 weeks or Haley and I take his calls, which shouldn't be any big issue at this time of the year.
try that one more time. He quits at the end of June.
1st of June,
First,
1st of June, June 1st is his resignation.
Oh, I thought it was July 1st.
No, it's June 1st. So, I mean, we can handle it, but it's up to you guys. I think we should just wing it.
Do you know what you charge today? How many calls are
not many right now.
there? I mean, how are we gonna let people know who to call? Put it on the website?
Well,
Like,
he's gonna have to put a message on his phone, directing them to him.
But there's not much going on right now because we're gonna have to do the tax roll, but people don't know that their tax bills don't go out till July 1. So that's when we have to have our pooping group because
okay.
everybody's gonna get their tax bills and you get 50 million calls on it.
Okay, so let's have them call Haley for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But right now, there's really not like
When do the bills go out?
July 1.
The only thing we're gonna get right now is realtors inquiring for cards.
Right. I mean, right now, there's not really,
Right, it's pretty quiet, but.
So we're good.
I mean, I do always say we have to call Gary, but
Gosh, this is you have to call Cindy.
All right.
And I'll say you have to call.
if they're bad, then I really say you have to call Gary.
They call me and I say, call Haley.
Okay, anything else? Bills to be paid. Anybody have any changes, questions, corrections? If not, I will entertain a motion to approve the bills to be paid.
Make a motion, bills to be paid.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to approve the bills to be paid. All in favor? Aye. Motion carried. Does anybody have any comments?
No, I'm done.
I actually do, on the treasurer, I forgot this when I was my turn. It didn't balance to 20,000
Oh, yeah.
because there was a check last time that we had to redo because she canceled.
It wasn't a refund, right. I did a $100 refund of the deposit and
And it
if
was
it
supposed to be
canceled,
200.
it should have been 200.
I have to have that. And the taxes, did you ever figure that out?
I still haven't heard from Shanna. You're right. That was the next. I told you, I said I missed something.
So with the EFT federal state thing, it's all messed up again.
So,
It came out twice
Yeah.
again.
Yep.
But this time it was the opposite one is the one that came out twice last time.
so what happened was the federal and the state.
Yeah.
The federal, we have to do an EFT transfer for. She mailed out the state like she's supposed to. I sent to our accountant, here's the federal, do the EFT transfer. She emailed me back and said, oh, it's the state one, Cindy. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I told her the amount. And she screwed it up and we paid state twice and federal not at all. So
But last time.
here's my solution to it. I got a call into Shanna. I wanna do them both EFT, can never mess them up.
Right.
Here's federal, here's state, you send them both out. And then we're not sending checks and trying to remember, because I screwed it up one time, she screwed it up this time, and she's gotta fix it now, because she's gonna have to get our state money back and pay out the federal that's still not paid.
I mean, that's what happened. It was right last month, and the month before it was not right because it came out twice, and now it came out twice again. That is why it's not 20,000 and a penny in there. I forgot to mention that earlier.
Yeah, I did too, I forgot about it. And I have calls into Shanna, but it's her busy season with taxes and filing dates, and she just hasn't got back to me.
So I think it's off by $630 and
83 cents or
something like
yeah.
that. But 100 of it's that check, and
The rest is,
530 is the.
and it should straighten itself out hopefully by next
Oh,
month.
yeah.
It needs to.
And then next month you have your audit.
Yes.
Yep, next month is audit, June 10th.
Yeah.
I have not got the list yet. According to Trent, it will be sent a week or two before on purpose, so they don't send it too soon.
That was all I have. Sorry.
Anything else? Entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Motion's been made and seconded to adjourn. All in favor?
Alright.
Thank you everybody for coming out.
Do you know what you want top of the list on those three things?
I've seen it.
I literally checked it 3 times. BC Supplies.
That must have been for Dan.
It was, and it printed out.